The Lost Balloon Adventure. In the small town of Maplewood, where the streets were lined with colorful houses and laughter echoed in the air, lived a young boy named Jamie. Jamie had a treasure unlike any other, a bright red balloon. This wasn't just any balloon, it was a gift from his grandmother, who had brought it from her travels abroad. It was special, not only because of its unique color and design, but also because it was a symbol of his grandmother's love. Jamie cherished his balloon, taking it everywhere he went. It was his companion during his walks in the park, his partner in backyard adventures, and his comfort during quiet evenings at home. The balloon, with its shiny red surface and gentle bobbing, seemed almost magical to Jamie. One sunny afternoon, Jamie took his beloved balloon to the town's annual fair. The fair was a spectacle of joy, with vibrant stalls, exciting games, and delicious treats. Jamie was having the time of his life, with his balloon tied securely to his wrist as he explored the various attractions. In his excitement, Jamie decided to play at the ring toss stall. As he focused on winning a prize, he didn't notice that the knot on his wrist had loosened. With a sudden gust of wind, the balloon slipped away, soaring higher and higher into the sky. It wasn't until Jamie reached out to share his victory at the ring toss that he realized his balloon was gone. His heart sank as he saw the red balloon drifting away, becoming smaller and smaller in the vast blue sky. Tears welled up in his eyes as he called out for it, but the balloon continued its ascent, carried away by the wind. Jamie felt a mix of sadness and guilt. He remembered his grandmother's words when she gave him the balloon. "Take good care of it, and it will be your friend for a long time." He realized that in his excitement, he had not been careful enough, and now his treasured balloon was gone. Determined to get his balloon back, Jamie decided to embark on a quest to find it. He knew it was a big task for a little boy, but he couldn't bear the thought of losing something so special. He went home, grabbed his little backpack, and set out on his adventure. Jamie's first stop was the hill overlooking Maplewood. From there, he hoped to spot his balloon. As he climbed the hill, his mind was filled with thoughts of his balloon's journey. Where had it gone? Was it caught in a tree, or had it traveled beyond the town? Reaching the top of the hill, Jamie scanned the horizon, looking for a glimpse of red against the green landscape. He saw birds, clouds, and distant hills, but there was no sign of his balloon. He sat down, feeling disheartened but not ready to give up. He knew his journey to find his balloon had just begun. Jamie understood that this quest was not just about finding his balloon. It was about taking responsibility for his actions and fulfilling a promise he had made to his grandmother. With a deep breath, he stood up and decided to continue his search, his determination renewed. Jamie's determination led him down from the hill and into the heart of Maplewood. He knew that if he wanted to find his balloon, he had to think like a detective. He started by retracing his steps, visiting all the places he had been at the fair. At every stall and every corner, Jamie asked if anyone had seen a red balloon floating away. Some had noticed it soaring high, but no one knew where it had gone. Each response made Jamie's task seem more daunting, but he refused to be disheartened. He remembered how his grandmother always told him that perseverance was key to overcoming challenges. As he wandered through the fairgrounds, he came across Mrs. Baker, who ran the popular pastry stand. She hadn't seen his balloon, but she offered Jamie a comforting smile and a freshly baked cookie. "Don't lose hope, Jamie," she said. "Sometimes things have a way of coming back to us when we least expect it." Jamie continued his search, moving beyond the fair and into the streets of Maplewood. He talked to neighbors and local shopkeepers, describing his balloon and asking if they had seen it. People were kind and sympathetic, offering words of encouragement and joining in his lookout for the bright red balloon. During his search, Jamie realized how much his balloon meant to him. It wasn't just the object itself, but the memories and love it represented. He thought about the day his grandmother gave it to him, her smile and her gentle hug. This quest was not just about finding a balloon, it was about holding on to a piece of his heart. As the day turned into evening, Jamie found himself in the town's park. He looked at the trees, wondering if his balloon had gotten trapped among the branches. He searched every corner of the park, his eyes scanning the treetops for a hint of red. But as the sun set, casting a golden glow over the park, there was still no sign of the balloon. Sitting on a park bench, feeling tired and disheartened, Jamie realized that his quest might be more challenging than he had thought. The balloon could be anywhere, maybe even outside the town by now. The immensity of his challenge settled in, but so did a sense of resolve. He remembered his promise to care for the balloon and his decision to take responsibility for losing it. As the stars began to twinkle in the evening sky, Jamie made a plan. He would make lost balloon posters and put them up around town. He would continue to ask around and not give up hope. His balloon was more than just a plaything. It was a symbol of love and joy, and he was determined to do everything he could to find it. With a renewed sense of purpose, Jamie headed home to prepare for the next day. He knew the search for his balloon would not be easy, but he was ready to face the challenge. His journey of responsibility and care was just beginning. The next morning, Jamie set out with a stack of lost balloon posters in hand. Each poster had a picture of a bright red balloon and a message asking for help in finding it. He spent the morning taping the posters on lampposts, in store windows, and at various community boards around Maplewood. As he worked, many people in the town stopped to read the posters. Some offered sympathetic smiles, while others shared their own stories of lost treasures. Jamie felt a sense of community he hadn't noticed before. His quest for the balloon was not just his own. It was now shared by the people of Maplewood. In the afternoon, Jamie decided to visit some of the places outside the town where the balloon might have drifted. He ventured into the fields beyond Maplewood, walking along the fence lines and scanning the open sky. He wandered through nearby woods, looking up into the trees and bushes, hoping to catch a glimpse of red. As he searched, Jamie thought about how each step he took was a lesson in responsibility. He realized that caring for something meant more than just enjoying it when things were easy. It meant putting in effort and facing challenges when things got tough. In the woods, Jamie met Mr. Harrison, the old woodsman who knew the area better than anyone. After hearing Jamie's story, Mr. Harrison joined the search, guiding Jamie through parts of the woods he wasn't familiar with. They searched together until the sun began to dip low in the sky, but there was still no sign of the red balloon. That evening, feeling exhausted but not defeated, Jamie returned home. His parents, seeing his determination and effort, were proud of him. They reminded Jamie that sometimes, despite all efforts, things might not turn out as hoped, but the important thing was the learning and growth that came from the experience. That night, as Jamie lay in bed, he thought about his balloon. He realized that regardless of whether he found it, the journey had taught him so much. He had learned about taking responsibility, about the value of persistence, and about the kindness of his community. These lessons were valuable, just like his treasured balloon. Jamie also understood that caring for something meant learning to let go when the time came. He hoped his balloon was somewhere safe, maybe bringing joy to someone else, just as it had brought joy to him. As he drifted off to sleep, Jamie felt a sense of peace. His quest for the balloon had turned into a journey of personal growth. He knew that the next day would bring new efforts and perhaps new adventures, and he was ready for them. The morning sun brought a new day, and with it, a fresh wave of determination for Jamie. After breakfast, he set out again, this time heading towards the town center. His lost balloon posters had created a buzz around Maplewood, and many villagers approached him, offering words of encouragement and sharing their sightings and thoughts on where the balloon might have gone. Among the villagers was Mrs. Langley, the librarian, who mentioned seeing a red balloon caught in the branches of a tall tree at the edge of town a few days ago. Filled with a new surge of hope, Jamie thanked her and hurried to the location she had described. When he arrived, Jamie scanned the trees, his eyes searching for any sign of red. And there, in the highest branch of an old oak tree, was his balloon. The sight of it, faded and slightly deflated but still recognizable, filled Jamie with a mix of happiness and relief. However, the balloon was too high for him to reach. Undeterred, Jamie sought help. He ran to Mr. Harrison, the woodsman, who he had met in the woods. Together, with the help of a long ladder and Mr. Harrison's steady hand, they carefully retrieved the balloon. Holding the balloon in his hands once again, Jamie felt an overwhelming sense of accomplishment. He had faced a challenge, taken responsibility, and seen his efforts come to fruition. He thanked Mr. Harrison, who smiled and patted him on the back. "You've done well, young man. You should be proud of yourself." As Jamie walked back home holding his balloon, people in the streets cheered for him. His journey had touched the hearts of many in Maplewood. They had seen a young boy's determination and willingness to take responsibility, and it had inspired them. Back home, Jamie's parents were waiting for him, beaming with pride. They listened intently as Jamie recounted his adventure, his voice full of excitement and learning. He talked about responsibility, the kindness of the community, and the importance of never giving up. That evening, as Jamie sat in his room with his balloon safely tied to his bedpost, he reflected on his journey. He realized that sometimes losing something important can lead to valuable lessons and experiences. He had learned not only about the responsibility of caring for his belongings, but also about the support and kindness that can be found in a community. Jamie's quest for the balloon became a cherished memory in Maplewood, a story of a child's determination and growth. It was a reminder to all that even a simple act of taking responsibility could have a significant impact. For Jamie, the adventure was more than just about finding his balloon. It was about discovering his inner strength and the joy of being part of a community. As he fell asleep, he knew that this experience would stay with him for years to come, a tale of loss, adventure, and the valuable lessons learned along the way.